Tony Nisbet, the team manager, has done a good job here, because I don't really see any competition to Will Gollop winning this, and Will Gollop indeed gets away. The Finnish driver, number 16, Timo Virtanen, does his best, but has to drop into second position. And there's a bit of nudging going on between the Quattro of number 35, Swedish driver.
It's Anders Carlson and Thor Holm there, and Carlson spins, yes. One of the Porsches
pushes the Porsche off to the left. The Porsche there had to take evasive action and go off, but it's Gollop in the lead from Finland, Timo Virtanen in second place. Gollop, we're really getting very dark and very foggy here, as we come to the last two races on this winter evening. Virtanen being caught there by number 72, Thor Holm. Thor Holm, who's taking every shortcut he can find to try and get on terms.
And Colin, you can just see there, if you look at the RS200, the back of his bonnet is actually loose, and the speeds these cars go at, I wouldn't be surprised if that comes off altogether shortly. There are 5 laps to go. They've just completed the first one.
Well, there's a few bobs worth of bodywork there, and I hope for his sake it manages, but he's got an air brake. Goodness, that's not going to be helping him at all. He probably doesn't know it's going on. It's possible he could be black flagged for that, Bill.
Yes, and I've been dying to say it for ages. That's torn it, definitely. For Thor Holm, go on, I've got to say these things. Meanwhile, Will Gollop there, well in the lead, goes by to complete his second lap any second now. Let's see. There is Thor Holm with the back of his car trailing all over the place. And I think you're right, Colin, I wouldn't be surprised to see the black flag coming out.
Now we can see the works. Now this is really great from the point of view of Screen Sport viewers. We can see the Ford RS200 turbocharged Evolution engine there at work. The turbocharger generating 550 odd brake horsepower in these very light cars, but it's not doing his chances of overtaking the Timo Virtanen driven Quattro from Finland any good at all.
No, and of course it's not doing Britain any good either, because if Holm can't catch the Finnish driver, that means that Gollop has to make sure he stays out there in the lead. Of course, you can see all around the circuit there, the spectators getting an excellent opportunity to take photographs of the back of the RS200. Little flashes of flame from inside the car, from inside the back of the car there. A puff of smoke.
They black flagged him.
There is the leader on his last lap, Will Gollop, bringing home some extra points for the great British team. Timo Virtanen keeping Finland in contention in second place.
Lovely line he's got through there. Michael Shields was struggling to get his car accelerating onto the loose, and Gollop was absolutely square.
Well, I'm just trying to see who else is running on the road, but there's certainly very few cars left in this race as Will Gollop comes around the Mad Hatter bend for the final time.
Super. Beautiful drive.
And it's Hans Kirchhoff for Germany who is still running.
So as Will Gollop takes the checkered flag, we've now got to wait, because we honestly can't see ourselves now around the circuit. There we are. Timo Virtanen from Finland takes a well-deserved second place, excellent second place. Who is going to be the first nose to move, and is it going to be legal this time? It's Mark Rennison! It's Rennison who gets the jump on Niittymäki, but Niittymäki's got the power. Rennison's got his small engine in. Can he go around the outside? Anderson comes inside him, but Rennison takes second place. Niittymäki's out in the front. He can't do anything about it there. Niittymäki is using all his boost, all his power. Rennison with 100 brake horsepower down, and the Quattro goes wildly round the outside. Number 34, excellently driven by Sven Lestander, but it's the British driver in the place he wants to be, firmly in second place, to Seppo Nittymäki.
And closing by the looks of it, Colin.
Yes, Seppo Nittymäki now hasn't got to worry about time. All he's got to do is drive a blocking race to keep the young northeasterner behind him.
Rennison there for 1 minute seemed to go extremely slow round the Mad Hatter bend. That has allowed Seppo Nittymäki to pull away. Is something wrong with Rennison's car, because Lestander has also managed to close?
Well, we're all sitting here wondering and worrying. There's only one person who really knows, and he's throwing it wildly sideways, not wildly sideways, brilliantly sideways through Spa curve there.
It must be a tremendous sight following that RS200 round when it's going round on so much opposite lock.
Oh, he's absolutely fantastic the way he holds those drifts, and a drift it is. It's not a slide, it's a pure four-wheel drift. And Niittymäki is showing that he can do it as well round the very, very fast Samson corner.
Remember, Colin, when these supercars first started to appear, people said they would be boring to watch, but I certainly don't agree with it. They really do add that touch of excitement to any sport.
Yes, Mark got a better slingshot onto the straight then, but Niittymäki is certainly controlling from the front, but that doesn't matter for British hopes. Let us enjoy the glorious sight of this Peugeot 205. Such a dominant vehicle in the rally world, now won the European Rallycross Championship today, and here the RS200 of Mark Rennison, which won in the British Rallycross Championship. What many of the 20,000 odd people who are lining the circuit still, despite the cold and the dark, have come to see is the ultimate expression of these racing saloon cars produced specifically to...
And is Rennison closing? I do believe that Rennison is beginning to close. They are halfway round the A final. Sven Lestander in the Audi. Any impression on Rennison? And I do believe that Rennison has certainly managed to close the gap between himself and the leader, Seppo Nitty.
Are we going to see youth triumph over experience? Because Mark Rennison has got youth on his side. Seppo Nitty has been racing for 20 years. He's informally hung up his helmet. He's just got this and the British Rallycross Grand Prix at Brands Hatch to go before he completely finishes and sells this car to Thor. And yes, Rennison is closer.
Yes, Rennison is definitely closing. We've still got Peter Bohm running in fourth place and Bjorn Kopperud in the Volvo in fifth, but Rennison really is closing.
What is happening to Seppo Nitty? He's already overcome Matti Alamäki in the Lancia, which everybody thought the RS200 wouldn't be able to do, but he's done it, and he's closing now inch by inch on Seppo Nitty. He's losing quite a lot of time through Mad Hatter, but that could well be that the smaller engine just doesn't come on the cam early enough and gives him much less power out of the corners. My goodness me, he's brilliant through Spa there.
Well, they were saying that this engine has a lot less torque than the other one, and it seems to show, but Rennison hanging on there, Niittymäki not getting away as much as we thought he would. So there's still a lot to come. However, on this particular lap, Rennison has indeed, he's lost almost the same amount of ground again.
And yet he makes it up through Samson Curve and into the Mad Hatter complex. He gets very fast into this corner here. Look at him catching up time there, but he just cannot get enough grunt out of that engine to cope with Niittymäki as he comes out.
Well, they're about to start, I believe, their final lap.
Young Mark has just got to keep that position and make no mistakes all the way to the checkered flag, and by our calculation, informally and totally provisional here in the commentary position, gives Great Britain the Internations Cup.
Let's just watch the drivers going round there. It's Mark Rennison still in second place, going through the old chicane for the final time down the back straight. You can see he's not using his wipers there at the moment.
If he's sensible, he can't do anything about Niittymäki. He'll just be making sure to get it to the line, not make any errors that could cost a stupid point at this position. And he's made no errors at all. The checker flag is out.
And Seppo Nitty then wins the A final and gets some vital points for Finland, but I don't think it's going to be enough, because there is Mark Rennison in second place.
So Great Britain third in the Internations 2 years ago, second last year, and this year the winners. And two of the drivers here responsible for clinching the title is Will Gollop and Dimi Ravropoulos. That's a great win.
Yes, it was a team effort. We were set out to clinch the championship this year, and we did it with the right managers.
It's a bit touch and go at one point though, wasn't it?
Yes.
Especially yesterday with Mark out with his car.
That's right. We were all the British Championship rounds. We wouldn't have minded if Mark had a problem, but yesterday we didn't want him to have a problem, and we're very grateful the team got the car going and got back again.
So what happened? Did you all have a good old team talk then and all got together?
Yes, we all got together, and we made really a good effort to win here today and yesterday.
Must be really nice as well to win on your home ground. and not somewhere else, you know, because you had the crowd were really behind you today. They was really cheering out there, weren't
That's
they?
right, it's very, very good. It's really nice to have the crowd behind you, and Croft is a very difficult circuit to learn, and I think, to be fair to the Finns, the Swedes and everybody else that came, they drove brilliantly, and I think you know, we had the slight advantage of knowing the circuit, but they went very well, so we're pleased with the win.
Also, the driving behavior today and yesterday was magnificent. We had no real moments or no accidents, and really
Very good.
everybody drove very, very well.
Well, congratulations to the whole of the British team.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Relay that message. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that just about wraps up some fantastic action here from Croft. And that's also wraps up Rallycross here on Screen Sport for 1987. But don't forget to join us next year when we have another full-packed Rallycross programme in 1988. So we'll see